Aloha, great job today. The one big takeaway that we wanted to talk about was knowing that when we're playing right at middle C, that this is really the quadrant that we're working from. When we make a triad, 1, 3, 5, when we make those, we're really looking at it with the provision that we're making two types of major thirds, a major third here, minor third here, and then a perfect fourth here. That brings us all the way through all of our note that's needed for all of our inversions. If we start down here, you'll see that we're just playing the 1, 3, 5, and then the 1 over and over again. It changes a little when we look at it through the eyes in the context of E, G, C. This is, of course, the first inversion because it's not a C major here. It uses the second note in the triad, the E, which is the minor third of the chord. When we use this single note and we play E and we keep going up in this idea, we're going to be playing a certain number of notes that correlate with E, G, and C. In the key of C, we have all these notes. So whenever we're soloing with our melody here, like, they require us to have one fixed note sometimes, which looks like a fourth, or sometimes looks like a third. But what we get used to do is playing these with different feeling. So today, in this week, what I really want you to work on is playing one or two notes with the left hand, maybe like a C to a G, which is a 1, 5. And then with the other hand, have a I realize my melody is a little bit different because I'm using one hand, but the idea is if you've got one hand doing you can do these with a multitude of different fingerings, right? I wouldn't really do these, but then again, we will be doing fingerings like this. So what you got to get comfortable with doing is being able to see the intervals that we talk about. Major second, major third, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, sixth, minor seventh, major seventh, and then an octave. So we're going to focus within this week, and what I'd like you to do is just play your different intervals. So if you had down here in C2, C3, C4, let's say we started at C2, we did D major. D major has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So when we play D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, the two sharps of F sharp and C sharp are a fifth apart, going this way. When we go this way, they're a fourth apart, because we know that when we go 1, 5, and then go the other way to the same note, it makes a fourth. So when we see our intervals that way, it makes a lot more sense to have different shells for our hands that just play the major third. And if we went back right here and put a G, that would feel like a perfect fourth. Now we could play that any way we want, but knowing where this note is, helps us to do a multitude of different arpeggios, different scales, and melodies. And I just want you to be aware of it so we can work from that, okay? Other than that, when we're talking about playing that in D major, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, they keep on going. But when we play those like this, yes, this feeling of D to an F sharp is still a major third. Because in the first part of a chord, a major chord at least, you have a major third plus a minor third. So in the key of C major, minor second, minor second, minor second, minor second, major third. Minor second, minor second, minor second, minor third. So it takes 4 minor seconds for a major third. When we have 3 minor seconds, makes a minor third. Those combined make up a triad. And then when we add a perfect fourth to that last note, the G, we get an octave, P8. So we try and find those in each one of our keys. D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A. So we have our D major. We have our D major, but now we've got it in a first inversion. Now we have a D major, but now it's in a second inversion. And then when we go up here, we're completing that octave. Try that in the key of D major this week. Try again in the key of C that we worked on. Try that also in the key of G major. G major has 1 sharp, that sharp is F sharp. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So when we have G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D. The concept is we want you to be able to feel the minor third, the major third, the minor third, and then the perfect fourth from last week, and put that into experience. And what we're going to do is we're going to be working on the left hand as well. Alrighty? The left hand, of course, is going to be doing something along the lines of that's all your pinky wants to do right now. Keep quarter notes. So if you had da 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 something along those lines, just keeping the one note droning with your left hand pinky would be awesome. And then with the other hand, try and do your intervals. And while you're doing it, even maybe say out the name. G, B, D, G. B, D, G. But see how that feels as a perfect fourth? You might want to do that stretch, but that's a big stretch. But this feels good, so does this, but then you have to go to that one note, which means this is the best finger to use. And that's what meaning of practicing is. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And then we have 1, 3, 5 again. 1. It's very nice seeing you this week. We'll see you next week. Aloha.